Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Muhammad RUZAIMAN bin Muhammad ZAWAWI.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is NURUL MAISARAH.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Muhammad Wael.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is WAFAZIRA binti Raja AZRIN. A cashier's check is a check guaranteed by a bank, drawn on the bank's own funds and signed by a cashier. Cashier's checks are treated as guaranteed funds because the bank, rather than the purchaser, is responsible for paying the amount. They are commonly required for real estate and brokerage transactions. Genuine cashier's checks deposited into a bank account are usually cleared the next day. The customers can request next day availability when depositing a cashier's check in person. Forged cashier's check may bounce 2 weeks after being deposited. There are 3 types of cashier's order. The first one is banker's check, second is traveler's check, and the third one is demand draft. My friends will going to explain more detail about these 3 types of cashier's order.
Banker's check, also known as banker's draft, is like asking a bank to write a check for you. You give them your money and they give you a check for that amount to give the person you paying. Is a bank check as good as cash? Because they drawn off the bank's own account. The perception is that they as good as cash. And certainly, if we been asked to pay via banker's check, we should treat the check itself as carefully as we would if we were carrying the fund around its notes. So, banker's check can be used within the local area only. For example, let's say if you are staying in Malaysia, so you must transfer the banker's check only in Malaysia. Okay.
Traveler's checks are generally used by people traveling to foreign countries. They are purchased for set amounts and can be used to buy goods or services or be exchanged for cash. Traveler's checks are pre-printed, fixed amount checks designed to allow payments from one person to another across currency. Usually issued by banks, they work as a guarantee of payment. This means the check can never bounce when you use it because you have already paid for it. Then we are generally used by travelers instead of cash because of the added security they can offer. If a traveler's check is lost or stolen, it can be cancelled and replaced by whoever issued it, which is handy for vulnerable tourists. But their use has been declining since the 90s as alternatives like credit and debit cards become more widely available, easier to use, and often cheaper.
Demand draft have 2 types, which is local demand draft and foreign demand draft. So, firstly, local demand draft can be processed in local country and local currency only. You have to transfer in a local country and using the local currency only, but it has its mass maturity date. Foreign demand draft is an action of transferring money to another country. You must specify the currency and amount of money. Before you ask the bank to issue this demand draft, you have to prepare a specified amount of money using the currency that you want to transfer.
It seems like our explanation just now is too short. Don't worry, after this, we are going to watch a banking talk show with the same subtopic that we are going to discuss, which is cashier's order. Let's go.
Assalamualaikum and a very good evening everyone. Another week, another banking talk show from us. First of all, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Rajana WAFAZIRA binti Raja AZRIN and I am going to be your moderator for today. So today we are going to discuss about cashier's order. What is cashier's order? How to use it and is it still relevant to use it right now? So today we are having three special guests from UITM Rembau, which is NURUL MAISARah, Muhammad Wael Imad and RUZAIMAN. Okay, can three of you introduce yourself to our audience?
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is NURUL.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Muhammad Wael.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad RUZAIMAN.
Alright, thank you everyone. So for today's banking talk show, we are going to discuss about cashier's order. So can you tell me what is cashier's order?
Okay, good question, Wafa. This is like I'm gonna start first. So what is a cashier order? Cashier order is a check guaranteed by the bank, used as a secure and reliable method of settling payments and transferring funds. That transferring funds then dealing the large amounts of cash. So cashier order is also a document that orders a bank to pay a specific amount of money from a person's account to the person in whose name in the check has been issued.
Okay, for me, cashier order is more like transferring money that has been used long time ago. Because before this, the internet banking are not 100% work. So they just apply this method as transfer money at that time.
Yeah, I was to say that just now like Ruzaiman say, but it's okay. Good point.
Okay, thank you. So I understand what is cashier's order, but is there any types of cashier's order? How many types does cashier's order have?
Yes, Wafa. Cashier order consists of three types, which is banker's check, traveler's check, and demand draft.
I see. So can you explain what is banker's check about?
Okay, banker's check is like asking a bank to write a check for you. You give them your money and they give you a check for that amount to give to the person you paying, but within the local area only. Let's say if you staying in Malaysia, so you must transfer the banker's check in Malaysia only.
So my question, do people nowadays still using banker's check?
Uh, of course, but not too many people still using it because there are more facility out there that has been replaced the banker's check, which is online banking and so on.
Thank you. So can any one of you explain what is traveler's check?
Okay, so basically traveler's check uh, is something a specialized form of international accepted checks issued by a global financial institutions. Travelers travelers check really what it's called really useful for people who are going to vacation to another country. They will use this check to buy something from that country.
Yes, it's true, but nowadays, traveler's check had been replaced by this Visa card, Mastercard, and so on.
Yeah, absolutely true, Mai. It has been replaced by the Visa card and Mastercard. These check are no longer used anymore because of other facility has replaced the traveler's check for more convenient to the consumer.
So let's say I want to travel overseas. So I want to purchase the traveler's check. Where and how can I get one?
Okay, how you can get the traveler's check? So you can get one from any bank. You must from the bank. Let's say you from Malaysia, is it? Yeah,
Yes.
you have to pay from the bank in Malaysia before you going to the other country. And you must specify the currency and amount that you want. Which for example, you want to travel to US, you have to you have to tell the bank you want to use a US dollar, not ringgit Malaysia. So that's how you get the apa, traveler's check. So I want to add some advantages of traveler's checks. Traveler's check is no don't have a expire date. If and if you lost of your traveler's check, the bank will get another traveler's check for you. But you have to report to the bank first. Means you in US, isn't it? So you have to report in
Yes.
the bank in US. Then the bank will get another traveler's check for you. And for the most important for the traveler's check is widely acceptability. And for the disadvantages for the traveler's check, it is expensive and time consuming for process the travel checks. That's all for the travel checks.
Oh wait, I forgot to mention about bankers check advantages and disadvantages. Can any one of you give any advantages of it? I'm so sorry.
Okay, bankers check. The advantage is bankers check is a low cost payment method and really suitable for non-urgent matter. So that's the advantage. For disadvantage, it is not suitable for small amount of money and it will take too much time for settle the process of transferring money. So that's all.
Okay, so audience, we already know about the banker's check and travel's check. So we are going to the third one. So the third one is demand draft. So what is demand draft?
All right, thank you, Wafa, for that question. So basically, demand draft is similar to banker's check, but in demand draft, we are able to to transfer money to the people from other country. So, for example, we staying in Malaysia, but our clients is in Japan. So the bank will accept our money, our payment by using this demand draft.
Yeah, I want to add some more about demand draft. Demand draft have two types, which is local demand draft and foreign demand draft. Local demand draft can be processed in local country and currency only. You have to transfer in a local country and using the local currency only. Uh, and but it has a 6 months maturity date only.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, for foreign demand draft, it can be used to transfer money to other country. You must specify the currency and amount of money before you ask the bank to issue this demand draft. You have to prepare the amount of money using the currency that you want to transfer.
Yeah, it's true, but in addition, demand draft also have additional charges, which is currency conversion, stamp duty, postage, and commission. So for the additional charges, people must pay it using the local currency.
So can I know more about demand draft? Like what are the advantages and disadvantages of using demand draft?
Okay, yes, Wafa. So for the demand draft advantages is a secure form of payment, as the demand draft is payable to the specified payee. And secondly, as I said just now, it's able to transfer money in any major currency for any amount. And for the disadvantages, the demand draft can be cancelled after the delivery. So if we cancel the after the delivery, this will cause a hard problem in the middle of the delivery. After that, if people lost the demand draft, had stolen or altered with, and the funds are cashed out with wrong person, the bank is not responsible for replacing the lost money. In such cases, the buyer can lose a lot of money, especially since bank drafts are generally used for largest purchases.
Okay, so to our audience, just now three of our guests just explained about three types of cashier's order, which is demand draft, traveler's check, and banker's check. So first of all, as a moderator, I would like to thank you to our three guests, Nurul, MAISARAH, Muhammad Wael, Imad, and RUZAIMAN for joining us today. And to our audience, I hope we we have gained something new from this banking talk show. And thank you. I hope we can see at another banking talk show. That's all for me. My name is Rajana Wafazira and I am your moderator. Thank you everyone.
All right, thank
Thank
Welcome.
you.
you.
All right.